Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for clicking the button. Thank you for hopefully liking, subscribing, and commenting on Smiles and Stocks. Just want to talk about the Disney company, stock ticker DIS. I love Disney. To be candid, open, I own Disney, not that many shares, as many fingers as I have on my hand. Um, Actually, I lie to you. I've 15 shares now, which to me is a great start for some advanced investors out there. They may look at me and be like, I am a beginning purchaser in the stock market, but you know what? I am, and I own that. Um, why do I buy Disney? Well, I'll talk about that towards the end of this video. But I'm going to talk about the Disney stock, Disney Plus, the movies they have out, what's coming to Disney Plus, and some of the great things that they're expanding at their parks across the world. So again, Disney stock ticker, if you want to look it up, if you want to know more about the stock itself, is DIS. I took some notes here about Disney. I just want to make sure I got most of this accurate. So, um, what makes somebody love Disney? Well, if you grew up like me, Disney was awesome. Back in the day, you used to have to pay for Disney. We didn't have cable, so every time it came on like once or twice a year, it was like a big event at my house, and we would watch the Disney Channel for like the week or two that it was on for free, and then that was it. We went to Disney Land in California a couple times. It's awesome. It is an adventure. It is amazing. You go there and you can't help smiling. You know there are crowds. You know there are people. You know the prices for stuff is, I'm gonna say, higher than normal, a lot higher than normal. But you go there knowing you're gonna see the magic. You are engulfed. You see the buildings. You see the characters. You see the smiles on people's faces. It's just, they say it's the happiest place on earth. Maybe it is. It is one of the happiest places on earth. So let's talk about Disney Plus. Their comp- um, they're going against Netflix. So Disney Plus comes out in 119 days. So today is July 15th, 2019. So in basically 119 days and 19 hours, you on November 12th, 2019 can subscribe and get Disney Plus. That is pretty rad. So if you go on to the Disney Plus website, there's a couple cool things they showed you. You could do it month by month for $6.99, or you could do a whole year for $69.99. So basically, if you do a whole year, you're saving about 2 months. So that is pretty rad. And at that price point for $69, let's just round it up after tax, depending where you're at. Let's round it up to basically $75. For a whole year for Disney Plus subscription, and they have a lot of things going for them, and I'm gonna talk about that just right now. So if you're a Star Wars fan, they have a all new live action, that means it's like not a cartoon, Star Wars show called The Mandalorian. I hear it's a new character. They're just gonna explore the worlds of Star Wars and explore that character himself. If you love Monsters Inc., they have Monsters at Work, a new cartoon show that's going to go on. If you like the Marvel stuff, which I do, they have a couple live action ones. They have a Loki, so that's going to be interesting and cool. Is how they develop his standalone character. They have another one with Wanda and her main man Vision in it. So that's going to be awesome as well to watch those characters develop and either be pre or post or in between the movies, or see how they portray and do all that stuff for that specific Disney Plus show. They have an encore show with Kristen Bell. I think she's going around to high schools or some schools and doing some musical stuff with some kids. So that's kind of cool on itself. Plus, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the Disney Plus website, there's something that kind of surprised. I'm surprised they didn't put it on their Hulu services. But it says at the bottom, it says 30 seasons of The Simpsons. So per that, it looks like they're putting The Simpsons on the Disney Plus. And below a picture of The Simpsons sitting on their couch, it says 21st Century Fox Classics, from The Sound of Music to The Princess Bride. So after their huge acquisition that went through earlier this year of 21st Century Fox, they are going to put The Simpsons on Disney Plus, which I think is pretty cool. I grew up here and there with The Simpsons. I'm a little bit older than they are, but they have been around my entire life. They are the longest running animated series, I think. So that's cool. So that's some stuff about Disney Plus. Again, it comes out November 12th, 2019. Basically 119 days away, $6.99 per month, or $69.99 per year. So and that kind of list of stuff I got off of Variety.com on one of their articles that was put out April 12th of this year. So let's talk about another aspect of Disney. Why I like their stock is their movies. I know they have 20th Century Fox. They bought Lucasfilms. They have Marvel. So it goes back to one of their first acquisitions, I think in the mid-90s. Probably heard Miramax, or you older guys or people out there who watch movies probably heard of Miramax. So they have this plethora of companies they own. A lot of people don't know. The newer ones like Disney and Marvel, and the Star Wars franchise, people know. So far this year, and this was off of a CNBC report that came out yesterday, so far, Disney in North America to May this year alone has made $1.6 billion in North America. Get ready for this number. Worldwide, since the beginning of this year to May, Disney, the company, in movies alone, has made $4.0 billion. Probably 4 point whatever, but they made $4 billion plus in movies that they put out. That's crazy. From like their recent ones to Aladdin earlier this year, Avengers Endgame, to the recently released Toy Story 4, the yet to be released Lion King that I think comes out this Friday. Go grab your tickets. I want to see it with my kiddos. I grew up with the cartoon. I want to bring them to the live action. We have Frozen 2, which my young one loves. Frozen, the first movie, which is not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I can recite everything. We've seen it 100 times. So, and the yet to be released, highly anticipated, super duper excited, dress up, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Amazing. Okay, so we've talked about a little bit of their stock. Talk about it more later on. Talked about Disney Plus, some things that are coming to it when the release is November of this year. We talked about their movies and how much they made. Let's talk about quickly the expansions at their parks, which if you have a chance and have the ability to visit their parks, it is truly, truly amazing. Amazing. There's no other word. So Epcot in Orlando, Florida, is making a Ratatouille ride in their Paris area. They're overhauling their fireworks, and they're, I think, making a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. In Disneyland Paris, they're making a Star Wars area, a Marvel superhero land, a Frozen, I think, ride or area, and much more. In Hong Kong, they are making an Avengers area. I think it's like an interactive meet the characters area, an Ant-Man attraction, Frozen, Moana area and or ride, and more. In Hollywood Studios in Orlando, Florida, which is part of Disney World, which when I worked there, it was called MGM Studios. They made their store I can't even talk, Toy Story Land recently. They're making a Star Wars land, and the Mickey Mouse ride is taking the place of the Great Movie Ride that's in like the Hong Kong movie theater, which is the real ones in LA, but they made like a replica of in Disneyland, Hollywood Studios, not Disneyland, Disney World, Hollywood Studios, but the Mickey Mouse ride is going in there. So if you love the Great Movie Ride like I did, that's not there anymore. They're doing a Mickey Mouse ride. So in California Adventures, where I was at this past Christmas with my family, we saved up a long time, and we saved and saved for it. It's not like I'm rich. It's not like I got money to fly my family down. I used reward points at hotels to pay for our hotel. We knew people down there. We stayed down there, and we saved. Again, I'm a 9-to-5 worker. Just pulled over right now to do a quick video. I don't have a crazy amount of money, but when we do save, when we put money away, I do like to take my family on special vacations. And I went there when I was a kid with my parents, and I had to take my girls. Probably a handful of years we'll go again, but we have to start saving now because it is pretty expensive. But it is well worth it. Well worth it. If any of you Disney employees out there or Disney higher-ups, it is worth every cent. But I'll probably pick a time when it's not as busy. Okay, so apologize, I digress. California Adventures, they're at a Marvel Land. I did get to ride the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which took over the Hollywood Tower of Terror, the hotel thing that goes up and down that was inspired by the Twilight Zone, which I love the Twilight Zone. Side note, thank you Sci-Fi Channel for every New Year's Eve running into New Year's playing 24-hour plus of the Twilight Zone TV series original. Okay, so the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy ride took place of that. Amazing. And they're adding Pixar Pier. When I was there, it was under construction. So Disneyland California just opened up recently their Star Wars Land. When I was there, they were working on it, so I could not see it. They had big walls and everything around there, but Star Wars Land. So between their Disney Plus, between their epic movies that they're transitioning from cartoon from 20 years ago plus when I was a kid to the live actions now, because it looks so real and so crazy, to the expansions of their Disney parks, from their acquisitions in 2019 of Fox for $71.3 billion, Marvel in 2014 for $500 million. They bought Marvel for $500 million. They've made that back and more. One of their best investments. And Lucasfilm for $4.06 billion in 2012, and like I said, going back to 1993 to Miramax for $60 million, and ABC and ESPN in 1995 for $19 billion. So let's go back to their stock. This video is getting kind of long. I do apologize. So Disney stock, again, their ticker is DIS. Right now, currently, like I said, it's July 15th, 2019. Their stock price is about $144, which has gone up immensely after they announced their Disney Plus, their streaming. So it's a 52-week low of $100.23. I got a majority of my shares around the $100 mark and some around the $120 mark, with the 52-week high of $145.32. So they are hovering right next to their all-time high. They have a market cap of, wow, get this, guys. Disney has a market cap of $259.2 billion. Again, one of the biggest companies out there. Most everybody across the world can recognize the Disney symbol and or Mickey Mouse. They do have a dividend yield, which is awesome, of 1.21%. So their annualized payout is $1.76. So with their stock price right now at $144 and some change, and with a dividend yield at 1.21% right now their annualized payout is about $1.76. So for every stock you own of Disney, you'll get $1.76 of dividend on their annualized payout. Which, two other things that I like about this stock, and this is very important, and hopefully I can put it up in here, is their payout ratio, which we talked about that in previous video, what a payout ratio is only 25.4. So of their annual revenue, they only pay out 25.4% of their annualized revenues to stockholders. This is awesome because they use that basically 75% other percent to expand their parks, to make their movies, to pay their bills. As you can see, the expansion happening now. Which is awesome, and I love them, so that's it. Oh, yeah, this is the other one. Sorry. They're PE. So I like PEs around the S&P 500, just to give it a gauge of its high or low, depending on that specific stock, but I like to use the S&P 500 as a gauge. Well, who's around that? Disney, DIS. Again, their PE right now is 16.13. That's crazy. 16.13 for a stock that only pays out a quarter of their revenues as dividends, which they use the rest to grow. They're putting out awesome, crazy movies. They're expanding their parks. They're making a streaming service to compete against Netflix. They own, I didn't even touch on this, they own a majority stake in Hulu, and they've already had the agreement to buy basically the rest of Hulu in a couple years. So they're going to own Hulu to probably put all of their non-cartoonish, non-Disney stuff on. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to have Disney Plus. That's crazy. They're expanding their parks. This is awesome. They're going to put out incredible movies, which is awesome. That company and the stock is not going to go anywhere. People are going to continue to love Mickey Mouse, continue to love Star Wars, continue to love Captain America and Marvel, continue to love everything about Disney because it makes you smile. Like, hopefully, the stock channel. Smiles and Stocks. So that's a quick rundown of the Disney stock. If you stayed throughout this whole basically 18-minute video, I thank you. If you fast forward till the end just to say hi, thank you again. I thank you again just for being part of this community, clicking, liking, whatever it may be. So I greatly appreciate your time. Happy Monday. Happy July 15th, 2019. As always, thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. Thank you so much for listening to me talking about a company that I truly love and that I will buy more stock in it. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.